So what the person wanted to do was they wanted to animate portals, to make portals. Hey, Bayushi. They wanted to make a portals appear um, on a certain timer. They wanted to use triggers for it. But the problem is that with EHT, you actually can't. You can't animate specifically using animation. No, I'm dumb, Bayushi. It's not you. Um, you are not the problem. I am the problem. Bayushi's trying to explain to me the code behind it. I think I finally got it with her last couple of messages, but um, yeah, I know that. I know that. That's what I was telling him. You can animate with effects, but you're the only person to see it because otherwise each effect would have to be, every time you did one, you basically would have to upload it. You'd have to reload UI, both of you, for each and every frame, and that doesn't really work. So that's just not going to happen. Um, what I'm getting at is that, and I did these over on EU and they're still here. It was just showing people how to do it and it ended up whatever. There are two different kinds of EHT. I don't know what to call them, but ways to sort of animate. They are to either use scenes, which are their own tab, or hey, I want to delete that. Or you could use actions. So let me show you what I mean. Gosh, I put a lot of things in here and it's really annoying because I'm trying to make a clear space for doing stuff, but it's difficult to do when you have 80 bajillion things here. All right, here, EHT. See this tab scenes? This is actually making, in fact, I have an animation here. This is actually taking items and animating them. Not effects. Because if you animated with effects, only you could see it. Just trust me on this one. Explaining the reason why isn't really necessary. So this is the animation. It's either wave or hello, I forget which it is. I think it's hello. And boom, animated, real items, okay? This is something, why is he backwards? That didn't reset properly. And now he's doing it backwards. Oh Lord, I gotta fix that. Something happened weird. Whatever, I'll fix it later. Great, I'm gonna have to redo that animation. Whatever. So that's an animation. Can't do it with effects. You can do it, but it won't show properly for the other person. It will show for you properly, won't show properly for the other person. Now, the second thing that you can do with effects is you can make them do things with actions. So, for example, go into EHT, actually go into the wand effects, and you see actions. So what we want to do is follow player when in range, okay? Target effect, we'll do the, isn't there a maelstrom right here? There's something right here. Hold on, my jaw is killing me. Whirlpool. Okay? We want the whirlpool to follow me when I'm in range. Thank you. See? It's doing it. When I'm in range, This is following me. Now, if you want to do this the way that the fellow who was asking me about it was doing it, or wanted to do it, you could use portals. I think he essentially wanted to use a passage of return. So that's harder to see, but we'll make it a color. Here, it's red. Now we have a passage of return, okay? This will set you back to the front of the house. It'll send you back. Now, we're gonna take this, the target when in range, and we'll set it to portal, or whatever it's called. Passage of return. Set. Done. So, this passage now will follow me when I'm in range of it. See? It's appearing. Might not be the best choice for what you want to do, is the follow. Let's remove that one. But I think what this person wanted to do, it would have been better with invisible passage to return, so that, you know, you can't actually see that you have a portal here, but there is one. See, it's invisible. I think they wanted to hide it, but they wanted it timed so that it only appeared at a certain time. Don't think you can do that, but what you can do is create an action. Again, it's an effect. Go to actions, and it's like fade in or out when in range. I think hide when out of range might work. So fade in or out when in range. This is invisible, so that coloring won't work. We'll take the portal, invisible, passage of return, invisible, set it, done. This might work, might not work. There. See, it popped me back to the beginning. I didn't see it. It's, oh, you won't, I don't think it's really necessary, because the reality is that you wouldn't see it anyway, so why have it fade in and out when you're in range? Because it's invisible. So it's kind of a weird thing to do, so I wouldn't suggest even doing that. I would just suggest doing, let me get rid of that. Invisible passage of return. You don't need the action. The action doesn't make any sense. Yes, exactly. A normal portal, which is not what they were talking about, but a normal portal could totally work. So, you know, if you wanted a, sorry if this is repetitive, a portal to your own house, like your own, sorry, I'm thinking while I'm doing this. Out, kind of, there. You want your own portal placed, there you go. Then you want to do an action. Add actions. You could do hide when out of range. And then this is my portal. So you get out of range. It should vanish. That doesn't really help, does it? I might have done it wrong. I wanted to have it show when it's in range. I did? Oh. My bad. She's right. Target effect. Portal. Snowmelt suite. Set. Done. Now it should work. When I'm in range, travel to your Snowmelt suite. When you're out of range, nothing. So that should help, hopefully. That would be the only thing you can do. If you're trying to animate something on using triggers, it's not going to work. I mean, it will for you, but that's useless. If you want to have something appear on, you know, on cue, the best you can do is try to work with the actions. So it's very simple. Just remember this. And I'm going to simplify it even though it's not 100% true. You cannot animate with effects. You can use actions with effects. Let's put it that way. Technically, you can animate with effects, but no one else can see it. But to make it simple, that's what we'll say.